Leading off for the Rangers, the second baseman, Marcus Simeon.
That clips the corner. And a 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. The 1-2. And another ball.
That's a ball.
And that one in the air center field. Judge settles under it and makes the catch. And there's one down. Seager stands in
The
now.
shortstop, Corey Seager.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. That's strike two.
1-2.
That one ripped right center field. That's back there. And that one is out of here. He circles the bases. It's 1-0. One down. So next to hit for Texas, Adolis Garcia. And there's a strike.
Part of the order coming through now.
One
And
ball,
with
two
one
strikes.
home run already in this inning. They're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Another 1-2.
Ball.
One run across in the frame
2 and
so
2.
far, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. That one out to right. Soto pulls it down, and there's two gone. Jonah Heim stepping in for the Rangers.
The catcher, number 28, Jonah Heim.
2 outs. Good eye in that spot. Next pitch in for a strike. 2-2. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground. Oh, he gloves it from his knees. The throw.
No.
That is it.
Evan Carter getting ready to hit.
Evan Carter.
Pitch
That's the
misses,
ball.
and it's 2-1. Heim leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
2-2.
The pitch. And a
Full
good eye
count.
there.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Kicks and fires. And he walked him.
That's ball
It
four.
wasn't
Take the
easy,
base.
but he earned that walk after a long at bat. First and second, 2 down. And stepping in is the
That's the ball.
speedy Travis Jankowski.
2-1.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
This one lifted in the air, left field, and that is that. Bottom of the first, Gleyber Torres up to the plate. And the right-hander deals. That
Nope,
misses.
ball.
Now 2 balls and a strike. Just
ball.
missed. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Juan Soto. 2-1 now. Out there to center. Tavares settles under it. Out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for New York, Aaron Judge. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there. And a pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swings and misses. New inning getting started. Now the third baseman, Josh Smith. The 2-1. Now one missed. And there's ball four.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And now the first baseman, Jared Walsh. Good eye right there. Smith aboard here at first with nobody out. Swings and misses. And it's 2-2. Ripped to first. Caught. Dives for the bag. Got him. Double play. Here's Leody Taveras.
The center fielder, Leody Taveras.
Hard hit, left field, base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay, but he's in there easily. Now it's Marcus Semien. At the belt and fires. That misses the zone, and a count 2-1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. On the ground, out to short. Volpe throws it to first in time. And back for more from the Bronx. Anthony Rizzo steps to the plate. And another ball.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
And a pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And here it comes. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And a pitch. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. 2-2. And a ground ball to first. Walsh takes it to the bag. She made the pitcher earn that out after a long at bat. Here's Stanton now. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1-2 the count.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Ow. 2 away now after the drop third strike. Here's Alex Verdugo.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Comebacker to the mound. Throws to first. Out number 3. Back now in the Bronx. Top half of the third inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Corey Seager. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Judge going back. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 2-0.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Stepping in, Adolis Garcia. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That misses. 3-1.
Well, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
And that's a strike.
Full count.
Three, 2 on the way. And that one hammered. Verdugo pulls it down, and there's one down. Jonah Heim will hit next. 1 out, bases empty. And that's down and away. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Verdugo gets under it, squeezes it, And there are 2 outs. Here's the left fielder, Evan Carter.
Evan Carter.
And the next pitch is way outside. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Verdugo makes the catch, and that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now at the plate, Anthony Volpe. 2-1 now.
Strike 2.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Righty to the plate. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. That's out to center field. Taveras settles under it. Hauls it in for the out. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And next for New York, Oswaldo Cabrera. That one just misses, and the count's even at 2. That's a little bit low.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Taveras going after it. And that will end the inning. Back here in New York, and now the DH, Travis Jankowski. The pitch. Line drive, base hit. Now he'll turn for second. Safe at second.
He's in there.
Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
That one finds the corner. And the count 1-2. Way inside, and that hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Jared Walsh, the next to hit.
That's one of those lookout pitches. As soon as it leaves the pitcher's hand, you start bracing for impact, knowing that it's going to be hard to get out of the way of that one.
And a pitch. And a foul ball. Kicks and deals. That one hammered left field. Way back there. That one is gone. And they add on. It's 5-zip. Here's the center fielder, Leody Taveras. And another ball. There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. Got all of that one. They go back to back. It's 6-0. Up next for the Rangers, Marcus Semien. Here comes a pitch. Out to center. Judge has it sized up. And there's one away. Saying 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, "Hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
High fly ball out into left center field. Makes the catch. That's out number 2.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2 when I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me. He said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Gleyber Torres. In the air, left side. Carter settles underneath it. Puts it away for the out. Juan Soto now. The Rangers up big in this one. We're here in the bottom of the fourth.
Strike two.
And 1-2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Back foot slider struck him out. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. And he chases that one below the zone.
1-2. The count.
Next one just misses. And the count is 2-2. And another ball.
Count full.
And down on strikes. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now the switch hitting catcher, Jonah Heim. Fights that one away, still 1-2. On the ground, right side. Torres fires over to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Next up for Texas, Evan Carter. Ground ball to the right side. And he's out on the tag.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
On the ground to first, Rizzo. Here's the tag, and he's out. And it's a 1-2. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Leading off, Anthony Rizzo. The pitch.
Strike two.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. That one ripped. Garcia ranging back on him. And caught on the warning track. Not quite enough behind that one. And here is Giancarlo Stanton. The pitch. And that's outside. And the count is even 2-2. The punch out there picks up strikeout number 7. 2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Alex Verdugo. Swings through that.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of his outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
New pitcher on here, Jose Urena.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters. In
Heim gets it to first, and Verdugo is set down. And that is that. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now Josh Smith. And the righty deals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Right-handed reliever. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. Wouldn't chase that time.
We got a full count.
Swung on, belted. Judge going back. And that one is going to go. And they tack on to their lead. It's 7-0. Jared Walsh stepping in for the Rangers. Righty delivers. This ball's chopped on the ground. Rizzo. The tag, and he's out. And now the center fielder, Leody Taveras. One down, base is empty. That one finds the zone. 1-2. In the air, out towards left center. Verdugo right there to make the grab. And there's 2 down. And now it's the Rangers leadoff hitter, Marcus Semien. And he deals. And that's off the inside edge. 2-1. Foul ball there. The Rangers up big in this one. They were in the top half of the 6th. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. A wind in the pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
That one misses in the dirt. Got him looking. And there's one away. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the 6th. Rip towards third. Zips it across. 2 up, 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. 2 down, nobody on. Not close with that one. Yeah, that's ball 2. Here's a line drive, and that's going to end the no-hitter. It's a base hit. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
Well, there goes the dream of the no-hitter. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And it is gone. And they cut into the deficit. It's 7-2. Base is empty with 2 away. And now it's Juan Soto. This one smoked on its way out of here. Gigantic blast. It's 7-3. Aaron Judge at the plate. Swings and misses. Struck. Back in New York, top of inning number 7. So now it's Corey Seager. The pitch comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
That's a laser base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Kicks and fires. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Seager on at first. Nobody out. The other way, and it stays fair. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the ball right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And here it comes. Lifted in the air, right center field. Judge really on his horse for this one. Drops into the glove. Runner tags for home. Now he pumps the brakes and returns to third. Evan Carter stepping in for the Rangers. First and third, one down. Grounder might be two. Torres over to second for one. Over to first, safe.
Well, hitter knows that if he can beat out the back end of this double play, that runner from third is going to score. That's an RBI. You help your team and you keep the line moving. Really good job right there.
On the ground. Third out, and that ends the frame. Bottom of the seventh. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Anthony Rizzo. And a base hit up the middle. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. The 1-1. Swings through that one for strike two.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for two.
So digging in, Alex Verdugo. Off the mark there. And a count 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3 double play. And the inning is over. Back in the Bronx. Now Josh Smith. Hit on the ground to the right side. And he's out on the tag. So next to hit for Texas, Jared Walsh.
Jared Walsh.
Left-hand batter waits. Swing and a miss, and he got him. 2 out. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Leody Taveras. Going to count 1 and 2.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. And these guys really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
The 1-2 stays alive. And a pitch. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes a leaping grab for the out. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, bottom of the 8th. And stepping David Robertson into the game.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game.
Here goes the runner. In the dirt. Volpe into scoring position on the wild pitch. And there goes the double play possibility. And the right-hander deals. And they'll do it again.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving.
Now this is through for a base hit. Runner from second crosses the plate. And it's 8-4.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And a swing and a miss there. The Yankees looking to rally. The 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's Gleyber Torres. And a pitch. And a foul ball. The 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Juan Soto digs in now. And a pitch.
Ball.
The Yanks down by 4 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that
3-1.
one gets past the catcher. And now a man into scoring position. At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Full count.
Bounce to the right. Simeon tosses to first. That ends the inning. And all set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the second baseman, Marcus Simeon. The pitch. And there's a strike at the outside corner. And it's 1-2. Holmes, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against it.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Next offering misses, and it's 2-1.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
Judge makes the grab for the second out. And now the right fielder, Adolis Garcia.
Adolis Garcia.
2 outs.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate even.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for you. All set for the bottom of the 9th. Here comes Aaron Judge. Here's a 1-1. And now he's falling behind Judge.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
And that one finds its way through.
Well, he's been having a hard time just putting the ball in play in this one, so that should help soften the blow. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're...
Jose Leclerc taking over on the mound. And here is Anthony Rizzo. That's off the mark. 2-1. In the dirt, kicks away from the catcher.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's in there. And that's a wild pitch as he moves into scoring position. Man at second. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Here comes the Judge around third. He'll score. It's 8-5. And that's a double.
Well done. Drives in the run. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. The 1-1 is fouled off.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Slider got him for strike 3. He's 2 outs away. Alex Verdugo stepping in now for the Yankees. One out, a runner at second. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Next offering upstairs.
That's the ball.
Righty to the plate. Swings through it for the K. Sends it to Walsh. Yankees with only 1 out remaining. And now it's going to be Anthony Volpe, the 2-1. On the ground to third, and this should do it. On to first, ball game.
Well, I'd say we got treated to a good one. Gotta love a game when you get 13 runs on the board. A lot of offense, but it doesn't end in a blowout. Tons of really good at-bats to look back on in this one.
And this one ends with the score 8-5. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.